Hey Ben, it's fantastic to see you. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little bit knackered. I've got a little bit of a cold, which I think I caught last night.
Oh,
I was out with Abs in the small
abs.
hours. Yeah. It
Abs
was
from
amazing.
five.
So yeah, Abs from Five. Yeah, I do this night in London. Called it's at the London Cabaret Club, and it's called the Best of British Pop, and it's a celebration from the 1950s to the noughties, let's say, of the classic songs. So everything gets played in there. You know, you've got Duran, you've got Wham in there, you've got the Beatles, Pink Floyd, David Bowie. And going all the way down to like modern day dance music. And it's Throwback Thursday, TBT, hashtag TBT, is a day that I've kind of created where I bring like a blast from the past on stage. And yesterday, the blast from the past was Abs, who was amazing. I mean, because it's really weird. It's like champagne, three-course meal. People are sitting down, and then all of a sudden it's like, ladies and gentlemen, Abs Love from Five, and then he
Oh
walks out onto
wow.
the stage, and these people just lose it. I mean, they absolutely lose it. They're in their dinner suits and get up,
Are
like
you guys
jamming.
like really good friends then, you and abs?
Yeah, really close, really close. It's funny. I'm in a band with Abs called Boys on Block. So it's myself, Abs, Shane Lynch, and Dane Bowers. And yeah, it's just like it's like fantasy football for girls. Do you know what I mean?
No comment.
But yeah,
Fantastic.
no, but it's no, it's good. It's a real jolly. You know, we're all musicians. We love music. We're all at a stage of our life where it's not that deep. We're not taking it that seriously. It's great to be able to go up on stage and get paid to sing for a living. That's a fantastic thing.
It's not this band that you're going to be performing with at Irlam Live, is it?
No. I'm not. Although Abs is performing at Irlam
Yes.
Live, and I don't know if he's going on before or after me. We seem to be
Might,
on the same lineups doing stuff. Yeah,
might you drag him on stage and get him to do a little bit with you?
I can do actually. We have a couple of Boys on Block songs. We got a song called Set Adrift, which is a cover of the PM Dawn hit, Set Adrift on Memory Bliss, and that's me and Abs on the vocal. Actually, Shane's on it as well. Yeah, so we could do some bits and pieces together, but I think with Learn Them Live, it's so special the way that they do it, and everyone's kind of unique. And they pick us there for a reason. I think me and Abs are like residents there, so we're there every year. But I think they pick people uniquely, and I think that for me, bringing the house music, the dance music, that's what they want. And with Abs, he brings those pop anthems, and they've got a ska band performing, and then Entrance are doing stuff as well. And I mean, I'm more like a singy MC set, and I don't know if Entrance has got an MC or whatever, or whether he's just DJing. So I don't really know, but nevertheless, I know that Irlam Live. One thing I like about that festival is most festivals that you go on to do, they don't really think about the show. They think about the acts. So they book loads of names, and then when they're placing the acts, they're probably just placing them in the order of when the acts are coming and going, or when they can get away. But they're not thinking about how the show looks and what the journey that they're taking the public on, which I think Irlam Live does that. It thinks
Oh,
about its audience, and I think it
yes,
thinks, okay, we'll use Ben there, and then we'll come with this person next. And
yes.
no one's just randomly been put on. You
It
know,
is a
um,
fantastic atmosphere, isn't it? I was there last year and it is a fantastic atmosphere.
it is it's absolutely amazing, and I think one of the reasons why it's a great atmosphere is because whoever's doing the lineup knows what they're doing. Because he knows about taking a crowd on a journey, and I've been on stage. I've had a lot bigger names, I suppose, than Phats and Small even, and been on stage before people. And I've known the bands, and there's no problem. And they've had to follow me, and they only do ballads and stuff. And so once you're following a stage show that's completely upbeat and it's dance and it's classic and it's all those kind of big anthems, and you come out and sing a ballad, it's a bit of a wet weekend. You know what I mean? No
Yes.
matter how big the ballad is, it's just not the thing. So I think that it's one of them things where um, that Irlam Live really think about the staging of the bands and who's on there. And yeah, let's hopefully that other festivals will follow suit.
I mean, you're playing Saturday, aren't you? There's, I think, Bananarama headlining Saturday, is that right? And Marty Pello Sunday.
Right, yes. Well, Bananarama are connected with my management company. I don't think they're
Ah,
managed anymore, but my manager used to manage them for many, many years, and they did bits and pieces. So there is a connection there. Also, there is a connection. I met them in the studio a couple of times actually, and they're legends, aren't they?
Yeah,
and they were the first Spice Girls, and they were huge as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, are you a fan then generally of 80s music?
I love 80s music. That is my favourite decade for music. You can't fault it on every level. People were firing on all cylinders, and I suppose it was the decade before the last decade that people started creating things, as in the electronic keyboards had just come in and they were pushing it constantly. So, everything from Depeche Mode to the Thompson Twins to Nick Kershaw to Howard Jones, everything, the sound was being pushed. Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet, sound was being pushed. And then in this R&B, soul sector, there was tunes like, there was the SOS Band, Alexandra O'Neill. I mean, amazing. Yeah. It's just an amazing time. Madonna had come out, and I think Jelly Bean Benitez was out, and it's so colourful and so bright. It was, the Rubik's Cube, Clive Sinclair, ZX51, ZX81s, a Commodore 60. I don't know. There's something about it. I think that I really disliked the 70s for some reason. It had its moments, but it just wasn't for me. The 60s, I wasn't there, but I could appreciate it when you look back and you see the Beatles and the Stones and this and that. And I think it kind of went, the 60s, the 70s, everyone had 10 years off.
You turn 50 next month, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And I turned 50 in August, so that's probably why I know so much about what you're saying.
I'd never have you down as 50 ever.
Oh, you're so sweet. 65 instead.
No, not 65. More like 35.
Oh, you're such a charmer. So what are you going to do for your 50th?
I think that me and Abs will do something, a little party at the London Cabaret Club on a Thursday evening, because that's what we do. And so we'll have a little, because the reason why I say me and Abs is that his birthday's also on the 29th of June.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and my birthday's on the 29th of June. So we share a birthday. So we might do something together. But Vanessa and I are planning to have a really big party, 110th. Vanessa was 60 this year. I'm going to be 50. And I think that it's very rare that a couple have two monumental birthdays in the same year. And so probably early October, we'll have a massive party in London, one of the nights of the week. And yeah, it'd be good. We'll enjoy it. It'd be a nice little night.
I wanted to ask you about Vanessa, actually, because it was another boy band member, wasn't it? Keith Duffy, that introduced you guys.
Yes, my good friend Keith Duffy. Obviously, Shane Lynch from Boyzone's in my band. My good friend Keith Duffy. But I was very friendly and have been for the best part of 30 years with all the Boyzone guys, all of them. And, they were always really close. And I think I met them on the Smash Hits tour, and they kind of took us to Ireland when we was in Ireland, and they sort of took us around Ireland. They were only young then, we were all young. And I fell in love with Ireland, and Vanessa and I were engaged in Ireland. Keith introduced us together, and Keith, did Big Brother with Vanessa. Yeah. And he just had an inkling that I would like her. And he had an inkling that she would like me. So he just hooked us up. And he introduced us, and then that was that. The rest is history.
But you've been engaged forever.
We have. We've been engaged for like 16 years. It's a really odd thing. It's like there's a power in engagement where it's like you're still kind of on your best behavior.
Yeah.
So you're still being nice because it's not quite, the deal isn't quite sealed. And so I don't know, there's something there anyway. And also, since we've been together, we've seen people, come together, leave each other, get back. We've seen the same person marry the same person twice and leave them. The same, there's so many different things. And it's almost like we don't want to jinx ourselves because we're just happily moving along the way we are. And everything seems so settled and so right. And yeah, I don't know. So there is a bit of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Is she a fan of your music? Is she coming along to the festival?
She might be. I'm not sure because she's meant to be in Ireland and she's coming back on the Friday. and Irlam's on the Saturday. So it all depends. So she might be. We have spoken about it, but I'm not sure. It's a Jubilee weekend, isn't it? And so many different things are going on. So
yeah, I was going to ask you about that as well. It's a Jubilee weekend. I interviewed Dr. the Medics the other day, and he was saying he's going to have something red, white, and blue to celebrate. Are you going to wear anything special?
Well, I'll definitely be wearing red, white, and blue. What red and what's white and what's blue, I don't know yet. But I'll definitely be in some sort of Union Jack colours, without a doubt.
Fantastic, fantastic. So for anybody that's still not bought a ticket, because there are some tickets left, what can you say to get people to come along to this fun, family-friendly festival at Irlam Live next weekend?
I'll say that Irlam Live is probably one of the best festivals on the calendar. I've done it for 4 years on the trot. I really, really enjoy it. Abs Love is the most amazing performer. So you're going to get the 5 classics from Abs. You're going to get the Phats and Small and dance music. You're going to be dancing in the aisles or dancing on the fields as you usually are. They've got great ska bands. You've got Bananarama. Trust me, get your ticket. We're going to kick it and it's going to be wicked.